One of the cheapest ways to play EV stocks. I know what you're saying right now. Not EV stocks now. Not EV stocks. There's a broader market sell-off. The Fed has lost control, and it's not even about the Omicron variant. I know what you're saying. It's not time for EV stocks. But in any case, it's all around. What we're talking about right now is about Sono-Tek Corp, SOTK stock. So this video is pretty much around it, and this company is the world leader in the design and manufacture of ultrasonic coating systems. Has enjoyed huge sales growth from innovating their solutions to reach new markets. So yes, it's about Sono-Tek. So all in all, we can just continue to say that it has been supplying precision ultrasonic coating equipment to the semiconductor industry since 1980s. At one time, the equipment was primarily focused on R&D sector for clean energy market applications, but as these markets manufacture, they are now selling a significantly higher number of production level machines, and they predict this trend to continue. And they supply the EV market as well. They supply the ones that are doing hydrogen cells, the ones that are making batteries. They do the coating of the membranes and all that stuff. They are the leader in the US. They are a global leader as well. This is as it concerns ultrasonic coating systems. There is electroplating systems, but this is ultrasonic. They have been around since 1975. That was when the company was founded. So all in all, what we can say is, looking at the stock, we can see it has a market cap of 107.2 million shares. So $102 million, 15.543 million shares are outstanding. So the float might even be smaller than that. It just relisted on the Nasdaq last year, 2020. So it's been there. It went back. Went public in 1987, went back to the OTC thereafter, but returned to Nasdaq in last year, 2020. So what we have here, this is the daily model based over the last 52 weeks. The underlying trend is definitely strongly bullish. You can see that on the 13th of November, something happened. The stock spiked, and everything spiked with it. Price rate of change, momentum, volume, MACD, histogram, name it. Momentum spiked as well. Then you can see that this is a sharp increase in the accumulation. So all in all, the trend for the stock is a strongly bullish one. You can see that coming here as well on this 5-day model. This is over the last 5 trading sessions. You can see the underlying trend is still strongly bullish, and the stock is just relentlessly extending. It's like a lot of some of these other small stocks, like ASTI and the DPLS. It's just, this is a cleaner version of them. This is I mean, they don't need to talk much. The stock doesn't need to talk much. At the same time, it is supplying the EV space. This is the space that everybody is concentrating at the moment, even though there's currently a distraction with the broader market economic failure, the inflation, and the fact that the Fed really probably doesn't exactly haven't exactly spotted what is going on, or probably doesn't have a solution to what's going on right now. But the EV space is still very much relevant. So this company is much more, they're doing much more realistic, much more they're pursuing much more the markets that are closer to home, much more relevant, the markets and products that you and I will continue to are using at the moment. So especially EV, hydrogen cell, and even 3D 3D printed as well. It's in there. They make the equipment for them, even all the way or down to the what is it called, the food processing and food packaging. So all in all, we can even go ahead and give you some highlights of what they've been doing. You can see that all the way from 2008, even before that, all the way. So food processing, the packaging, and even in the medical space. These guys are really there. They're very much relevant, and it's still trading at $6.88. And it has a relatively small float as against the sort of things you see with some other stocks that have shares outstanding in the billions, but it has been able to cut it down to 15.543 million. So, and even so, the float would even be far less. And then and technically, you have everything going for it right now. Momentum is increasing. You can see that on this daily chart. It's the stock is definitely overbought right now. At least to some extent, it's sustaining the momentum. Things are going on for it. Strongly bullish. Momentum is still there. At least that's, even though it's strongly bullish, you may not be that comfortable with it. You may prefer it to be providing a deep opportunity, but everything is not a deep. There's still opportunity in a strongly bullish stock, a stock that is constantly on the move. As far as the momentum is there, the buyers are still there, the accumulation is still there. Yes, it's still worth it. It's still worth getting involved. So let's just quickly see what the short interests are like. I'm not even sure. I think we checked the short interest. At one point we didn't find anything. There isn't any short figures here. So let's see whether we can get another sort of any data from it concerning. Let's look at naked short report to see whether we can get any short. It wouldn't give us short interest, to just give us an idea of the sort of short figures we were looking at in the last trading session. December 6th, 63.75 were sold short. You can see that. So all in all the way back to the 24th of November, you can see that the short figures were very high. You can see on the 29th, it was 91.2925% were sold short. So let's look at that. November 13th, that date spiked hugely. November 13th, there isn't anything there. It's okay. Let's think the closest, which will be the 15th and the 15th and 12th. So we have 81.57 and 72.46 were sold short. So interesting. So there is a huge amount of skepticism, evidently, as we can equally see here, as we just showed you now. So all in all, I think yes, relatively cheap. No longer penny. It has left that penny stock status and is extending. You can see that. And last time it actually fell below its 10-day moving 10 and 20-day moving average was 11th of November. Okay, sorry, this was October 13th. That's why I didn't get any figure. October 13th. Do we have any figure on that? October 13th. We don't have. It didn't go as far back as October 13th. So yes, the last time it fell below its 10 and 20-day moving average was 11th of November. So yeah, we have been able to say, show you that there is enough skepticism towards the stock. So fundamentally, there isn't any question about the stock. Momentum wise, it's extending. I mean, because people have done their research and they are gradually going there. So everything is not about buying the deep opportunity. This is a stock that is doing well. There's every chance it will continue to do well, and it is a balanced way of trading the EV space, the green tech space, and all that green tech drive. This is a much more balanced way of trading. It's more like, much more balanced way, more like trading an index to some extent, because simply because these guys supply them, and so you're not trading the individual stocks. You're trading a key supplier in their business. So you're trading, when you trade this, you trade all of them, and you're not exposing yourself to them individually. But of course, at the same time, there is a demerit to that. You are also trading the inherent deficiencies in this company itself. But I think all in all, the fundamentals look right. Fundamentals look like, no doubt, technically it is sound. It has what will continue. Technically has what will ensure that it continues to feed on itself. strong bullish signal and extending and extending and extending, falling of late. Like I said, the last time it fell below its 10 and 20-day moving average was sometime in November, 11th of November, and before that time, the last time was sometime in September. So all of these are very, very strong bullish signals. Of late, it did retrace 2nd of December. That was the 1st of December. And that was just on Wednesday the 3rd of December, and it wasn't below its 10-day moving average. So yet more positive bullish signals, and from there it spiked to and then reached this 52-week high of 6.88. So all in all, you decide if it's a buy for you, SOTK stock, and you see more of this in the description box below and read up yourself. You see the links that we used, and yes, thank you very much for watching this video.